you guys remember Pastor Chris said he was going to address the subject matter of the 30th of June, which is tomorrow. So he did. He gave a whole lecture on that one. So he gave a little bit of a lecture on the video on the subject matter. Now, you'll remember that video we were watching where he was saying his command is not like South African's command. It was this video. He was wearing a red and a, I don't know, is that yellow or is that what? So that was the one he had when he announced doing the breakdown. And then the one which he did on Sunday, it's this one. So that's why maybe you haven't seen people posting, because maybe they were thinking it's the same message. No, this is the Sunday message that he had said he was going to do and break down. Now, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a hint of the subject matter that he covered, but it's, as you can tell by my reaction, Pastor Chris did Pastor Chris, basically. Yeah, if you're looking for an English teacher, please do contact this particular email, Flight English, right there as you see it down at the bottom. Or you can send me a WhatsApp message and I will forward your thing over to them. Supporting them supports this channel. So let's go over and listen to what Pastor Chris was saying. Now, he broke down how the rise of Hitler and how the hatred of Jews started. But like he went like down a lecture, and I was like, wow. Okay.
Africa to think again. The government has power to protect all people in their country. You have to protect everyone. Even criminals have to be protected by the government. Don't forget. Even criminals have to be protected. And then they're brought to justice. And while they are facing justice, they must be protected. Otherwise, there's no justice. And you cannot say, bring us good immigrants. There's no such thing.
What? Tell the Americans that. Tell the Americans that. Tell UK. Okay. By what is this idea of a good immigrant? There are countries where they won't allow you to immigrate unless what you bring, they need. There's such a thing. There's countries where they literally need to see, you are here to do what? Where are you going to stay? Because they need to make sure what you are bringing, do we need? But there are countries that do that. Even in America, they will grill you. Where are you going? What address? If they can't confirm it, they will even go and call the number which you claim to be booked at. They will investigate. You've seen those border patrol. So when we say a good immigrant, they mean that. By the way, pause. The idea of a good immigrant is a person who has papers. Okay? So the audience we are talking about with illegal immigration, it's not even those ones. So Pastor Chris here is talking about a complete, we are not there yet. South Africa is not there where we grade the kind of immigrants that come. Yeah, there's processes where they will deny visas and whatnot and all those kind of things. But the idea of a good immigrant is that the different countries have this. It's not South Africa. We didn't make up the idea. There are countries where they will literally go watch the Border Patrol show on TLC. You'll see people, reality check, what, reality TV, what. They will turn you back, deport you back. Because they say, this is not good, it's not a good immigrant. Right now, in the US, they're having that debate. Because in the UK, they kept bringing in people from Syria who have different culture. When they got there, these people are radical. That's what the term means. But don't get it twisted. The idea of a good immigrant system, the system that looks for a good immigrant, is that those are people that already have papers. They are looking at whether they need or they will allow or they should allow. You're an expert in something, you're a doctor or something like that. Then they would allow. Those type of things. It's not illegal immigrants. Why use that argument on here?
There are no good immigrants and bad immigrants. They're just people.
Yeah, no. That's a globalist mindset. That Pastor Chris. I'm very shocked that Pastor Chris would be talking like that. Okay, let's be realistic here. Countries do these things. They grade whether they want an immigrant or they don't. It's not South Africa that started that.
People might act badly. But then, that's why you have the laws. So you must reverse the plan to destroy or to molest or malhandle or mistreat anyone on the 30th of June.
Molest? What is Pastor Chris talking about? Molest? What is bro talking about? Nah, bro. This man didn't just say that. Wait a minute. Nah, bro. You didn't say that, did it?
Or mistreat, destroy, or to molest, or malhandle, or mistreat anyone.
Does Pastor Chris think we are Hamas? We're not Hamas, you know. What's bro talking about? We are not Hamas. Okay? You know when Hamas did October the 7th, when they had a fight, they crossed over to the Israeli location, they abducted people and molested them. No, does bro think we are that? Why did that word find itself in you?
On the 30th of June. And all wise and understanding people should not join such a rampage. If you must protest, protest to the government.
Okay, the protest is for...
Don't attack the immigrants. Get to the government, let the government do its job. That's the way to do it. And I pray for you that God will give you wisdom to act wisely in these challenging times and not to allow yourself accept foolish solutions for real problems. No one is denying the challenges that you might face. But
okay, for a little bit of context about the challenges he's talking about, there is parts where I'll give him props for that. Just so that if you watch someone else play the video and they don't play that. In the early part of the video, Pastor Chris plays documentary interviews where young people, you could hear them venting their issues with illegal immigration. Right here you can see he plays a video where young people are saying that these guys are taking less than what we should be taking for pay. So he acknowledges those things in there. So props.
With immigration, they come in different forms. But don't prefer the wrong solutions, especially such actions that will likely lead you downhill. So understand that the peace you have enjoyed so far can increase. You can have more peace. Or you can destroy it. And I would say to all who are Christians in South Africa, pray for the peace of South Africa. That's what you do. Don't get involved in these satanic activities. I told you, it's Satan that leads people to attack others and destroy their lives. All of that anger, for good reasons or bad reasons, makes no difference.
Makes no difference? Good reasons, bad reasons. Okay. So, yeah, tell me your thoughts down. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update because I know I didn't update that he did speak about it. Earlier on, he made references to the Hitler thing and how Jews ended up getting slaughtered and he played a documentary, like a couple of minutes. But saying that people shouldn't participate in protest. Yes, some of these protests can get out of hand, but we pray for structure within these things. And there's always going to be a few bad eggs, okay, that get out of line of what is thinking. Most of these protests, you tend to see police there because they are organized. When they announce a date in this country, what we do is you'll have police leading the protest. And if you check right now, when you're saying, yeah, we are instructing governments, you ain't gotta do that. They're government authorities. There is no much that they will allow. That's why you'll see them shooting thingy at when there's crowds to disperse the crowd because it's probably not announced. When the Malawian guys were busy, started a protest out of nowhere, you saw the police shooting thingy. Now, some of these people who are outside this country took that to say, you see, shut up. In this country, you have to announce you want to protest. You're allowed to protest, but you have to announce it. The police must be there to lead the protest. You're not allowed to just start a protest. You have to announce it so that the police can lead and make sure that no cars and whatnots get in the way of your protest. Even if you are 10, listen to me, even if you are 10, there's like 10 of you want to protest, they'll go and guide. You remember when the Zimbabwean guys wanted to go to deliver what? The police were leading in front. There wasn't many of them. There was like 10, 15 of them. Government resources are used in order to make sure that you protest rightly. So it's been announced, right? So if there is a particular branch protesting in one area, they will be led. They're led. When they close the road, they'll close the road. And make sure that life continues, but the people who are protesting thing. There are people that get out of hand during this protest, but protests here are allowed. So to completely restrict and say, no, Christians shouldn't get involved, no, there are protests, we must take part. So that they understand the importance of the subject matter. We are very serious about this issue. It's getting out of hand. Joburg CBD, it's out of hand there. Because why? There's a lot of these things. There's a lot of buildings that are taken over by these type of groups of people. They take over thingy, they'll stay a small room, like a small place like this, they'll stay 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Because why? They go for these jobs where they don't abide by minimum wage rules and get whatever small amount they can get out of it. They'll stay 10 of them inside here. That gets messy for the system of that. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. And some of these people are very unruly. When I used to stay in the CBD, there was a lot of times we had to, people in my building, whatnots, and different people, we had to call police because some of these guys, they had a tendency of starting protests at 11 at night, 10 at night. Hey, those boys used to piss me off. And they were Malawian boys. And I remember a lady from Zimbabwe posting about them and saying, these people are misbehaving. And she was a Zimbabwean blogger. Personally, I'd never gotten a video of them when they were protesting. But I was thinking when I found a video. And she posted, she said, these people are causing problems because they just start protest at night. You can't protest at night. They will never allow a protest at night. They'll never allow. But these boys, because they are unruly, some of them, they just go about doing whatever they want. It used to piss me off, that thing. It used to piss me off. Because what are you protesting at 11 at night? Except you just want to do nonsense. Now, those protests that they used to do, they never got out of thingy, but they used to always go around and pick up people. Pick up people. So order is there within the way we protest. So don't get wrong ideas. We protest because we want right to be put forward. If the Nigerian church put itself together and said we are protesting this, you know how big of an uprising there will be in Nigeria, because the Nigerian Christians are a very big community. But maybe you are waiting for a pastor to be abducted, which is likely never going to happen because y'all have securities. But as long as the problems do not touch y'all, you are not affected. You know, don't get involved. Now, Pastor Chris said that's the same thing when the Zimbabweans wanted to protest. And they were protesting to the government, saying that the government we can't keep things going bad like this. They were being taxed for everything, taxed for having a radio, taxed for just text out text. They wanted to protest that. Pastor Chris opposed it. Now here we want to protest illegal immigration. He opposes it. Don't get part. Don't take part. Which protest does Pastor Chris approve? Maybe he can tell us which one. Which one? Can we protest the issue of CRL, which wants to regulate the church? Should we protest that one? Which ones can we protest? We must ask first. Protests here are governed. There's ways are about to. And if you see those Zulu guys when they are doing their protest, there's line, their linemen. There'll be guys who will be keeping the line. Yes, sometimes they get out of hand. You know, human nature gets the best of them. But let's not get the wrong idea as if Christians can't protest. Like, whoa, what? I've said this before. Pastor Chris has his own ideas, and his ideas, a lot of them, not biblical. What is in here? Not biblical. This is not. Where does it say that we can't protest? There's issues here. We want to deal with those issues, and must be taken seriously. The family members that stay in these areas where these people are, they don't do nothing. They will go about doing whatever they want. Order must be. So Ricky, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section, and I'll see you on later on video. He must tell us what he means by molesting. Does he think we are Hamas?